Well, hello, hello. It is your girl, Latanya Washington here, your customer journey strategist, the owner of the Customer Culture, the founder of the National List Tour for Entrepreneurs, as well as your college instructor of social media marketing, brand building, and media design. And so today I want to speak directly to entrepreneurs and small business owners who are looking to really ramp up their use on social media, on the social media platforms, and begin to market. Because many times we don't know what to do next. We have this amazing product, we have this service out here that we truly believe is amazing. But there's a disconnect somewhere where you are not able to truly connect with your audience, the people that you believe would really want what it is that you offer. Once again, whether it is that product or that service. So let's come on into the room and talk about this a little bit. Because at the end of the day, you really need to understand what it is that you're offering. Why? Because I need to begin to create the content that is sharing the message of what it is that I'm offering. Because after that, I need to then understand, ooh, who would want this? This offer? These people or this particular segment of a group would really be able to utilize this product or this service. So, what is it? What am I offering? And who would really find this valuable or really find this something that they would really desire to have, whether it is something that brings up their level of status, something that's going to help them prosper, something that's going to make them look good, something that's going to bring them peace, something that's going to educate them. So now they can go out into the world and just simply shine. All right. So, in that, you all, we have to know what it is that we're offering. We have to begin to target or break down who this is going to be offered to. But come on in. We have to look at the content that we're going to put out of the offer and who that content is going to hit, whether I'm looking to bring value, because you always want to bring value to that content that you're putting out to, and it needs to be relatable. Who is this going to relate to? All right. Now, another thing we have to begin to look at when we are putting together all of this information, this content, what is my content going to be made up of? It can be made up of images that, once again, is going to be relatable to my audience, to my targeted audience. Who are they? They could be men who maybe they have beards and they're always trying to figure out, all right, my face is always itchy. I need to make sure that I'm utilizing a proper product that's not going to break out my skin. I don't want my skin to be too oily, but I need to make sure that it is well oiled or well moisturized. Well, where are those men at? Where are they? Well, more than likely they're at the barbershops, right? More than likely they could be at the gym. Hmm? They probably more than likely they also go to church. Maybe they're in corporate America. I need to begin to evaluate where are these people at, and then what social media platform are they hanging out on. Now, I'm putting together all of this information because once again, I'm bringing value. And it also needs to be relatable. I have to understand the people that I'm going after. Otherwise, I will not hit my target audience. What do they desire? What do they need? What do they find of value? That's what I need to do and what it is that I need to produce when I'm posting information out on my social media platform. That's part of our marketing. So when I'm marketing, remember, it is a process. It is a process. Let me say it again. It is a process of how I am looking to promote my product, my service. I need to make sure that I am engaging and And one thing that I need to make sure that I have together, I need to be able to have something available to them to purchase. I need to be able to direct them to that offer, whether I'm directing them to my website, whether I'm directing them to my Shopify or my Stand store, maybe it's an Etsy store. Wherever I'm trying to send people, I need to make sure that that is also available to them. Otherwise, I just put something out here and I may never convert. I have to let people know that this is what we have for you and it is available to you. I'm hoping that bell is starting to ring, and I'm hoping that bell is going. Let me pull out my bell. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Now, another thing we have to be mindful of is, depending on what platform I'm posting on, you need to know the functionality of each platform. So if I'm on LinkedIn, who are mostly on LinkedIn, they are mostly professionals. They're working a 9 to 5 job. They're not necessarily people who have their own businesses. So you may not necessarily find entrepreneurs there on LinkedIn. Now, you can find entrepreneurs. They may be on TikTok, they can be on Instagram, they may be focused in on over there. Now, I'm just speaking to you on some of the major platforms, but there are other platforms out here. Now, even YouTube, at the end of the day, a lot of people are on YouTube, because what is YouTube? Not only do we use YouTube as part of a social media platform, but YouTube, people go there in search of something. What is the latest trend? What is um, out there that will work for me? Because once again, maybe I'm talking to men who have beards and they're trying to figure out the best beauty product. They're going to go to YouTube and see what everybody's talking about. Another thing is, I can go to YouTube and find a tutorial. So I can go to YouTube and be educated on a specific topic of discussion. I can find a lot of things there. I can even go to TikTok if I'm in search of something. TikTok has become a search engine as well. And so you want to be able to understand the functionality of each platform, because that's also going to help you find out where your audience has a tendency to want to hang out on. Now I can begin to utilize the platform, utilize certain keywords, utilize certain hashtags, utilize certain hooks or captions, and hit the audience that I'm looking to connect to. So that's why many times we'll utilize tags. When we are maybe utilizing our YouTube platform, it now allows you to put tags inside of there, because what it's doing is it's also allowing the platform to help you along the way. The platforms will work for you when you know how to work the platform. Now, another thing I wanted to say as well is, not only can this become a numbers game, or it is a numbers game for you, because remember, your whole goal in marketing is to hit a certain number. Because even though maybe you're looking to get a membership, well, at the end of the day, you still have to say, every week I need to be looking at getting or obtaining at least 50 members or 50 followers a week. All right. Because I'm trying to grow. Why? Because I got to talk to somebody. I don't want to just post something on a consistent basis and, oh, yeah, I have this amazing product, but here's the strategy. I need to be going after a certain number on a weekly basis. I need to be trying to grow my platform. I have to grow my platform, because I have to be able to talk to people in order for them to become members, in order for them to purchase my product. I want you all to begin to see the strategy behind it all. And at the end of the day, what is it boiling down to? Y'all, it's boiling down to my content. All right. Now, another thing is, you want to be mindful. You have to be credible. So one thing about people and the customer journey, we are very, very, not only we are optimistic, we're curious. We want to know, can we trust you? Are you credible? So that's why many times, you all, we don't want to just post something. We want to make sure that maybe we have a website that has more information about us. We may have a what we call a tree, which is nothing but different links to different products. It could be going to my Shopify store. It could be going to my shop on my website. It could be going to a landing page. It could be going to a lead magnet. See, all of these things, you all, also promote credibility because people may see your post, and depending on if I am running an ad or I'm just putting information out here organically, or maybe eventually I want to run what we call peer-to-peer ads. I'll talk about that in the upcoming content creation skills training course that's coming up June 22nd. Get on the list, you all. The information is inside. I'm going to post that information as well. But I might want to run peer-to-peer ads, or I might just want to run regular ads. There are different things in which I need to do, but I still need to know my numbers. So when I'm putting content out here, I need to know, what is my goal? Am I going after 50 sales? Am I going after 50 more followers? What goal do I have to set for myself? So even when I'm utilizing or I'm running an ad, I need to know this is how much I need to put in ads in order to get this much of a reach on the platforms. And then I need to look at a conversion rate, because I already know I may run an ad. It may get, I'd say maybe 1,000 people might see the ad, but everybody's not going to convert, and they're not going to convert on the first run. So I need to also put information inside of my ads. We call this, many times we might put a code in there called a metapixel. And we're telling it what to do. We're telling it to go back and connect to the people who actually clicked on this ad or clicked on this content. And I want to keep going back to them because now I've already sparked an interest. All right. And so I wanted to share that little bit of information with you all, because at the end of the day, we're utilizing our social media platforms, you all, to market our product. We're looking to promote our service. And you might think it is the best thing since sliced bread, which it just might actually be. But you still need to be able to connect and relate to the people who find it valuable, and they are able to purchase that product. Because there can be a disconnect somewhere, but we need to work this thing out. We need to strategize. We need to be intentional in regards to it all. But I want to stop there. But make sure that you are at our upcoming content creation skills training. It is happening on Sunday, June 22nd. Be in the room, because it's for 2 hours, but half the time we go longer than that, because I want to make sure that we are putting out information that's going to target the right audience. And it still requires more than just putting information out. We got other things that we need to do, but we're going to talk about it. All right. Take care, you guys. And I'm looking forward to seeing you at our next content creation skills training. Look for the information right here inside of this post. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.